From the Quraysh, the companions asked, "Then what will happen?" He said, "Then there will be faraj, holes and gaps through which seep factors that lead to division and weakness in the ranks and in souls." The 12 referred to in the Hadith are not the same 12 that the Rafida falsely consider to be infallible Imams. Most of the 12 most of the 12 they mention never even had any position of authority over the Muslims, not even over a region or territory of Muslim land. Among the 12 Imams that the Rafida mention, only Ali and his son Al Hassan ibn Ali ruled over the Muslims. The Khalifas of the Quraysh referred to in the Hadith are not the 12 leaders who followed in sequence after the Prophet's death. The 12 leaders of the Muslims who followed one another after the death of the Prophet among one were the leaders of Banu Umayyah, are not the 12 Khalifas that are referred to in the above mentioned hadith. In the hadith of Safina, the Prophet said, "The caliphate after me will be for 30 years. He also said that kingdoms would follow that period, which means that the rulers of Banu Umayyah cannot be considered to be from the 12 Khalifas of the Quraysh. Nonetheless, among those 12 Imams are Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, and his son Al Hassan ibn Ali. The majority of scholars maintain that Umar ibn Abdul Aziz is also one of the aforesaid 12 Khalifas, and all praise is for Allah. Among them were also some from Banu al Abbas. The rest of them will come in the future, one of them being the Mahdi that is spoken of in some ahadith. We seek help from Allah and we wali depend upon Him. Narrations mentioning signs related to the year 200 and narrations indicating that the best of Muslims after the year 200 are those who have neither wealth nor children. Ibn Qatada related that the Messenger of Allah said, "The signs are after the year 200 H." Then related it through two other chains from Anas, but none of them are authentic. If we suppose that it is an authentic hadith, it is referring to the trial that resulted from some people saying that the Quran is created, and to the trial that Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal and his companions from the Imams of Hadith endured, whose narrations are Munkar, relates the following narration: "The best of you after the year 200 is he who will have a light load on his back." The companions asked what that meant, and he answered, "He who has neither family nor children." This is Munkar, one of the categories of the Daif Hadith. The best generation is the generation of the Messenger, then those who came next, then those who came next, and thereafter. Corruption will spread. Reported that the Messenger of Allah said, "The best of my nation are those of this generation, then those that followed them." Imran said, "I do not know whether he mentioned 2 generations after his generation, or 3. The hadith continues, "Then there will come after you a people who will give their testimony up without being asked." Scholars have said that this is referring to a person who gives testimony without being asked to give it on behalf of another who has knowledge of the fact that he is a witness. Other scholars say that this is referring to one who puts himself forward as a witness, but is not worthy of giving testimony, who will be treacherous and cannot be trusted, and who will make a binding oath another to do something, but then will not honor that oath, and fatness will become prevalent among them. Bukhari and Muslim, and this wording is that of Bukhari. The messenger did not specify when this word will come to an end, and it is not authentically related from him that prior to the day of judgment he will remain in his grave for 1,000 years. What is related from many commoners regarding the Prophet not remaining under the earth for 1,000 years has no basis. This notion is not related in any trusted book of hadith, and we have not heard it in lengthy compilations or summarized ones. Also, it is not established in any hadith from the Prophet that he specified when the hour will arrive. All that he mentioned is the signs which indicate that the hour is near at hand, and we will mention them, inshaAllah.